Seeing performers leaving us live in front of our eyes is an incident that leaves an everlasting impression on us. There have been many artists, musicians, and performers who died while they were performing or acting in front of their audiences or live cameras. Toomey Cooper, on April 15, 1984, was performing live on television when he began his act in front of a packed audience and millions watching on TV. Suddenly, he clutched his chest and fell backward. Because of his reputation for mixing comedy with deliberate mistakes, the audience thought his collapse was part of the routine. They laughed and applauded, assuming Cooper was playing his usual role as the bumbling magician. However, behind the scenes, it quickly became clear that Cooper was in grave trouble. The show's host, Jimmy Tarbuck, and other performers scrambled to attend to him, yet the cameras remained on stage for a few more moments, unaware of the severity of the situation. Cooper had suffered a massive heart attack on stage, and while the audience waited for the next part of the show, medics rushed to revive him behind the curtain. Tragically, he was pronounced dead shortly after being taken to a nearby hospital. Mitsuharu Misawa, on June 13, 2009, a celebrated Japanese professional wrestler, tragically lost his life during a live wrestling match in Hiroshima. Misawa was renowned for his intense, high-flying style and technical skill, qualities that made him a legend in Japanese wrestling. On the night of the incident, Misawa was taking part in a tag team match when he was lifted for a suplex. In an instant, the atmosphere changed. Misawa collapsed in the ring, unresponsive. The move had resulted in a severe spinal cord injury, and it was clear to everyone in attendance that this was more than just an act. The live broadcast turned somber as officials, medical staff, and wrestlers rushed to his aid, performing CPR in the ring. Spectators, both in the arena and those watching on television, held their breath as medical personnel continued to administer emergency care. Despite immediate intervention, Misawa was quickly transported to a nearby hospital, where he was tragically pronounced dead. Steve Irwin, on September 4, 2006, the crocodile hunter tragically passed away while filming Ocean's Deadliest, a documentary exploring the world's most dangerous marine animals. While snorkeling in the waters of the Great Barrier Reef, Irwin encountered an 8-foot stingray. As he swam closely behind the animal, which typically avoids human contact, the stingray suddenly whipped its tail upward in defense, striking Irwin with a powerful barb directly into his chest. The stingray's barb pierced Irwin's heart, causing a fatal injury. Although his crew immediately pulled him from the water and attempted CPR, their efforts were sadly unsuccessful. The incident was captured on film as cameras were rolling for the documentary, though the footage was never publicly released out of respect for his family and legacy. Irwin's sudden passing at the age of 44 shocked fans around the world, who knew him for his larger-than-life personality and unwavering commitment to wildlife conservation. Carl Wenda, on March 22, 1978, the legendary high-wire artist, met a tragic end while performing one of his most daring stunts, a tightrope walk between the towers of the Condado Plaza Hotel in San Juan, Puerto Rico. At 73 years old, Wenda was still pushing the limits of his art, embodying the thrill and danger that had defined his career. Known for his incredible balance, skill, and fearless approach to high-wire acts, Wenda had captivated audiences for decades with his breathtaking stunts. On that fateful day, strong winds buffeted the wire as Wenda carefully made his way across. Suddenly, he lost his balance and tragically fell to his death. A moment captured on camera, though not broadcast live, the footage later circulated, bringing a somber reality to his legendary status. Wenda's passing marked a heartbreaking moment in the world of circus arts, as he had become a symbol of extraordinary bravery and dedication to his craft. His death underscored the immense risks he undertook in every performance and ended the career of a man who had lived his life on the edge. Pedro Henrique, on MARCH 12, 2023, an observed Brazilian guitarist known for his energizing stage presence and excellent expertise, unfortunately died during a live presentation at a live concert in São Paulo. Henrique, just 39 years of age, was amidst a vigorous set when he out of nowhere fallen in front of an audience, shocking the crowd. Known for his work with unmistakable groups and a fruitful performance vocation, Henrique had fabricated a standing as perhaps of Brazil's best guitarist, enthralling fans with his energetic, heartfelt playing. Crisis staff surged him to a close-by medical clinic. However, he was tragically articulated dead upon appearance. The reason not entirely set in stone to be a coronary episode, an overwhelming shock to fans, companions, and individual artists who knew him for his dynamic exhibitions and love for music. Valencia Prime, a 25-year-old transgender woman and prominent Philadelphia drag performer, tragically passed away on September 12, 2022, after collapsing on stage during a performance at Taboo Lounge and Sports Bar. Known as Philadelphia's plus-size dancing diva, Prime was hosting her live showcase, Prime Time, when she suddenly became unresponsive. Despite immediate medical attention, she was pronounced dead at Jefferson Hospital. The Philadelphia Medical Examiner's Office later determined the cause of death to be atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, classifying it as natural causes. Prime's untimely passing sent shockwaves through the local LGBTQ+ community and beyond. Tributes poured in from friends, fellow performers, and fans who remembered her as a vibrant and positive force in the performance community. Taboo Lounge expressed their sorrow, stating, "Today we mourn the loss of a very bright and rising star. We say goodbye to Valencia Prime, but we will not forget the light you brought to the stage." Colonel Bruce Hampton, on May 1, 2017, a revered musician and pioneer in the jam band scene, passed away during a live performance in Atlanta. The concert, a star-studded 70th birthday celebration, featured Hampton performing with notable musicians from his extensive career, including members of his bands, the Hampton Grease Band and Aquarium Rescue Unit. During a high-energy jam session, Hampton collapsed on stage, seemingly resting his arm on a speaker. At first, both the audience and his fellow musicians thought it was part of his theatrical style, known for blending humor and unpredictable antics into his performances. However, as the moments passed, concern grew, and it became apparent that Hampton was in serious distress. Medical personnel quickly arrived and rushed him to the hospital, where he was sadly pronounced dead later that evening. Hampton's passing marked a profound loss for the music world, especially within the jam band and improvisational music community. Barbara Weldons, a talented French singer-songwriter, tragically passed away on July 19, 2017, during a live performance at the Leo Fair Festival in Gordons, France. Known for her captivating voice and artistic expression, she had recently released her debut album and was gaining recognition in the music world. During her performance, Weldons, who often performed barefoot, accidentally stepped on faulty electrical equipment, resulting in a fatal electric shock that caused her to collapse on stage. Despite immediate efforts to save her, Weldons was pronounced dead at the scene, leaving fans and the music community in shock. She was only 35 years old, and her untimely death cut short a promising career. Juan Johnny Walker Jumbalan, on November 5, 2023, Filipino radio broadcaster, was tragically killed during a live broadcast. Jumbalan, a beloved personality known for his light-hearted broadcasts on 94.7 Gold Mega Coloma FM, was not involved in controversial reporting. His program focused on spreading good vibes and jokes. The attack occurred early in the morning at Jumbalan's home in Coloma, Missamis Occidental. Two men arrived under the pretense of making an announcement about lost belongings. One assailant held a staff member at gunpoint, while the other entered the radio booth and shot Jumbalon twice. The gunman then stole a necklace and fled with a third accomplice on a motorcycle. The entire incident was caught on a Facebook livestream. S.B. Hexum, renowned as the drummer for the iconic rock band Boston, tragically passed away on March 22, 2017, while performing on a cruise ship. Born on August 17, 1949, Hexum was 67 years old at the time of his death. He had been a key member of Boston, contributing to the band's signature sound with his powerful drumming on albums, like their self-titled debut and Don't Look Back. On the day of his death, Hexum was performing aboard a Legends of Rock cruise, a themed cruise featuring classic rock acts. During the performance, Hexum suddenly collapsed on stage. The cruise ship was sailing off the coast of the United States, and despite immediate medical attention and attempts to revive him, he was pronounced dead. Reports indicated that Hexum had been battling kidney cancer in the months leading up to his death, and this diagnosis, coupled with his passing while performing, was a significant blow to fans in the rock community. Dick Shawn, a well-known comedian and actor, died unexpectedly while performing on stage on April 17, 1987. Shawn was performing a comedy routine at the University of California, San Diego, when he suddenly collapsed. At first, the audience thought it was part of the act, but it soon became clear that something was seriously wrong. Shawn suffered a heart attack and was pronounced dead shortly after being rushed to the hospital. He was 63 years old. Shawn was famous for his roles in films like. Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe our channel. Next Level. Press the bell icon for more updates. Thanks.